Hi, Becky. Happy February.
Happy February to you, Miss Cat.
Want to be my Galentine?
Aww. We don't do a whole lot of celebrating that over here. I don't know. We may make it out to dinner. Not anywhere near on the date though. I don't battle those crowds.
Yeah, you know what? Now that it comes out of my mouth, maybe we should have an Ohio Western Reserve Ladies Galentine's Day. That would be kind of fun, right? That would be fun. We'll
Yeah,
have to
it would be fun.
maybe next year since we seem to have a lot of things on our plates, but happy February. I feel like we're meeting late since it's the first Friday, but a great reminder for everybody who's watching the replay today. We always meet on the first Friday of every month, even
Mhm.
when it feels like it's a whole week late. So make sure that you phone a friend and let them know. You can always ask questions in our chat and you can ask questions live or in the replay, and we'll try to get to you. But we're here every first Friday to fill you in on what's going on inside our organization and educate you on some things that are going on the cemetery. Good morning, Renee. All right, so we're going to be kind of quick today. Haha, funny, funny. Because we maybe don't have as many things going on, but we do always have things going on, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's just do a quick recap in January and then we'll move forward. So January we did a final salute, which was great.
Mhm.
We had our wreath debrief meeting at um, Seville Town Hall this week,
Mhm.
which was fantastic. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit. We had our wreath cleanup, which was a huge shout out, some great pictures there. We want to do some good shout outs there. And I think that was everything
Mhm.
since maybe we've left, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So even though it's cold and even though it doesn't feel like lots of things should be going on, we officially always have things going on at the cemetery. So and then the other thing that is growing, and we always want to acknowledge, is our ladies who are getting out and doing graveside um, burials and acknowledging our veterans who are being interned. That group is perpetually out there, no matter the weather. And again, Megan is handling that organization or that side of our organization now and doing a beautiful job. So yeah, always things going on. All right, so let's talk about a couple of those things. First and foremost, we're going to draw some attention to what we actually are mission driven about now is our graveside burials. We have successfully set up a schedule for graveside burial training. Megan is going to help facilitate a consistent schedule for those who want to join our graveside team. And we will be doing a pre-training, which you can do virtually now to kind of put your toe in the water and see if graveside burials or being a part of that team is something that you're interested in. And we'll be doing a few of those throughout the year. And then our in-person training will actually be step two. We've heard loud and clear from some of you that you're not really sure if that's right for you or if it's something that you want to do. So we're going to do a step one will be virtual and let you get the paperwork and all the, maybe less fancy stuff out of the way. And then the in-person is where you'll get to meet. You'll see Becky and I there, and we'll get to walk you through it and actually do that part at the cemetery. So if you are interested or you just want more information, we're going to ask you to either get on our Facebook page and find one of the pre-training dates or send us an email at at Ohio Western Reserve Ladies at gmail.com. And I'm actually going to put that in our comments. I know Becky will do it
Awesome.
on YouTube. So it's Ohio Western Reserve, if I can spell this morning, ladies at gmail.com. And again, this email address will do a lot of things for you. We can always filter information to and from the right person. That's like a general inbox for us. But this component of Ohio Western Reserve Ladies is like, it is our mission. Like, this is why we got started, and we want to kind of
Bread and
draw
butter.
our yeah, we want to draw our attention back to this is really the no veteran buried alone component. So Oh gosh, it would help if I spelled that right. Sorry, guys. Um, it Please make sure that if this is of interest to you or you feel like you want more information, you reach out to us. Do you have thoughts here, Becky, while I spell?
No, I mean, that's absolutely right. So, we have our hands in a lot of buckets, and I think, some of our events like Reads Across America tend to be a little consuming at times, but we always want to bring people back to kind of our mission, and it's meaningful, and it's humbling, and I think that it's, if it's something that is up your alley, we want to make the training accessible and, relatively easy for you to complete so that you're prepared but going in with a level of comfort.
Yeah. Yeah. So, again, find the pre training dates on Facebook, or if you're not a Facebook user, we understand that's why we're on YouTube and LinkedIn doing these videos. You can send us the email and we'll connect you with either ourselves or Megan or whoever's running the training at that time. So
Mhm.
that's exciting. And that program will be expanding. Right now, we do every Monday and Friday at a minimum, and we do the final salutes. We will be expanding that program in 2025. It will be getting bigger. So it's exciting. Okay, the other thing was wreath cleanup. So wreath cleanup. Oh, you guys, sometimes you guys like to give me a beating. We did have to move the dates. We're kind of, this is one of the things that we're adjusting as we take over the program. Um, First of all, the weather was not nice to us. Again, it was scheduled for that group of time that it was negative 25 degrees here. So
Mhm.
first and foremost, it had to be changed. Then we did take it to a private scenario because we had young people on the grounds. So we can't necessarily open it to the public when we have that. We didn't have enough reads, all the things. So huge shout out again to Rittman Middle School. They came out and did a huge chunk. Medina Career Center and Walmart.
Sure.
Yeah, Walmart with some very short notice came out, and we were chuckling. There were executives in full on suits out there picking up wreaths in the snow and the mud. So, this was not just an initiative where they were told to show up. This was, their leadership team was out there chucking it up in the mud and whatnot, and they got it. I mean, they were working hard out there. So, huge
Mhm.
shout out to them, and their philanthropic and volunteer initiatives are really big for us.
Yeah,
So, in the
it was
rain.
nice. We had a cold day, we had a wet day. I think we were, a little anxious and nervous to see if we were going to need a third day. It's really hard to predict, you guys. We don't know concretely. We can't control the weather. We don't know who's going to show up, regarding the weather and how quickly we can get things done. But 2 days, we got over 15,000 wreaths removed. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive. A big thank you to all of our dumpster donations and companies, and Miss Bonnie that coordinated our dumpsters. I said she has the patience of a saint because we kept
Yes.
moving these dates around, and moving the dates around is also coordinating with these volunteer groups like the schools, and it has to fit in with their schedule. So we are very grateful to those dumpster companies. We've given them shout outs on our Facebook page. Thank you for supporting us and working with us through the switches.
Yeah, and again, those companies, and we say this throughout the year, and obviously I'm a small business owner, so I always want to give that type of credit to small business owners, but those dumpster companies are agile, man. They were
Right.
so willing. They came and swapped dumpsters. So if you need a dumpster company and you want to patronize some of these companies, all of the businesses that helped us throughout the year last year, we are happy to give you names of
Mhm.
people who helped us forward. But man, those dumpster companies, they are on it and they are happy to be there. They come with a smile. So we understand dumpster companies are in demand. So okay, so that was great. And then we had our debrief meeting on the 5th. So this was an in-person meeting. I did hear from a few of you on Wednesday night. Please watch. We do a significant amount of swapping back and forth between virtual and in-person meetings. We know that some of you don't like virtual, so we do try to do in-person. I try to make it nice and clear about what is what, but there are some meetings we know have to be in person, and then there are some we know we can do virtual. So if you need a uh, an in-person meeting, then we do them in person. So please make sure. So we have a couple of things that are going to change in our 2025 wreath season. I will be posting as much information as I can on our Facebook page. So if you don't catch it all, then just try to be patient with us and we'll be getting communication out. I will also say that if you are only signed up on the Reads Across America email blasts, we are highly encouraging people to also be signed up on our Ohio Western Reserve ladies email blasts. We talked a long time about communication at the meeting this week. We have full control over our email blast list. We have less control over the communication that comes from Reads Across America and that database. So we are asking everybody to do as much spreading of the information as we can. Please go to OhioWesternReserveLadies.org and you can choose to only be a part of our mailing list. And that way, the communication that you're getting is strictly from us. There's no miscommunication. There's no extra information that we don't control, and that will be the most accurate. So for 2025, we will not be taking grave specific purchases. It will be it is a tough call. However, there is a number of reasons. We know that it does affect some families. However, our goal is to get enough community involvement and grow this program so that we are blanketing the cemetery. And in that case, grave specific becomes a moot point. We have grown this program so much that grave specific is not growing at the same rate that overall wreath count is growing. And so we have to make a decision that when all of the dollars that are being donated and the time that is going to what it equates to about 6% of the donations can be redirected to make sure that all of our veterans and all of our families are recognized, we have to make a decision as to what's best for our program. So for 2025, we have shut off grave specifics, and we will continue to grow this program and hopefully honor all of the veterans at Ohio Western Reserve. Now, that means that the goal for our wreath count is 35,000 wreaths, and it's a big stretch, but we're gonna work really hard to do that. The other communication from Reads Across America, and this is coming down from them, is that the 3-for-2 program has gone away. That means that we are going to encourage everyone as much as we can to use our sponsorship group. Again, we'll be putting all of this out on our social media and really driving this. But when you use a sponsorship group, every wreath that is purchased, $5 of that purchase will go forward towards another wreath. We can work you through the math and all of the things, but that will be the replacement for 3-for-2. If you're watching this and you have a sponsorship group that is $5 back, you are untouched. We are looking for a fundraising committee to be built for our Reads Across America program. So if you are interested in joining a committee specifically to help us with our fundraising efforts, then please reach out. Again, that Ohio Western Reserve Ladies at gmail.com email address will be the right place, and we'll kind of tuck you into a committee together. We have our assets committee, we have our lists committee, and we have our graveside committee. These ladies do powerful, powerful work for us. But we do know that it is best served when we've got a smaller group of ladies working together to be more efficient. So let us know. You can message us on social media too, but that email address usually works best. Okay. We have a need at the cemetery, And we have mentioned this in the past, but it's getting to be a greater need. So we are down rifle teams at the cemetery. The rifle teams, unless it is a line of duty scenario, are all volunteer. And so we need to add in 2025 15 rifle teams. So in that scenario, we need 15 VSOs to step up and to be able to volunteer one day a month or, every other month to come down and help honor our veterans that are being interned. If you have a VSO that has veterans on their rifle team, we are going to ask that you again send us an email at Ohio Western Reserve Ladies at gmail.com and send us your information, your contact information, and we are going to connect you with Chuck, who runs our rifle teams. We'll get you through training, associate you with with the cemetery and the procedures and safety information, and try to get approximately 15 new rifle teams through orientation this year. It's a big lift. We didn't have this much of a deficit prior, but we don't want veterans to not have that honor as they're going through. So if you know a VFW, an AMVETS, Italian Americans, any kind of organization that has a rifle team that has veterans in it, please reach out, tag them in this video, whatever we need to do. 15 teams shouldn't be a lot, but it is a lot. So hopefully we can help get that number back up. It's the 25th anniversary of the cemetery this year. We don't want to be at this deficit. This is not something that our organization controls, but we do run alongside of these rifle teams. And we would hate to see the protocols reduced for when these teams show up. It's time for some of these other teams to step up and be present. It's not a big ask. It's not a big time restriction. You have flexibility, but we got to get you looped in. Okay, as for our organization, we have pre-training for graveside burials on 2/25. So this month on the 25th, it's at 6 p.m., nice and late in the evening. So hopefully everybody can come. Our website has been updated with our whole calendar for the whole year. You guys asked me to show up and be able to give you dates. So if you go to our events tab, we have lots of dates and preset information as far updated as we could get it. So feel free to go and don't forget to sign up for our mailing list while you're there. Our next live with Becky and I, usually Becky and I, will be March 7th, 11 o'clock. And then you can watch the replay. Make sure that if you're watching the replay here today, that you type replay so that we reach lots and lots of people. And then we still have our 25th anniversary t-shirts. We'll be getting those out every time. I had a big box with me again this last time when we saw everybody. And for every 10 shirts that get ordered, we'll be giving away a name tag. So we're trying to get all of that information out. We'll get some new swag out this year, all of the things. If you are looking to make a donation to Ohio Western Reserve Ladies, we are looking for postage stamps. So if you want to make a donation, we just need regular postage stamps. We're working on getting an Amazon wish list up. It's active. We're just trying to put some stuff on there. So we'll be able to get the in-kind donation work going, but right now we need postage stamps. We actually need a lot of them. So if you are interested, you can again send us a note, let us know that you're making that purchase, and we can tell you where to get them or where to mail them to. But other than that, that is kind of it. We hope everybody is staying warm. Like I said, there's still lots going on at the cemetery. We have lots coming up. We will kind of recharge and start seeing everybody again towards the end of March, but we will see everybody here live again beginning of March. March 7th will be the next one, and then we'll start seeing everybody in person again towards the end of March. All right, everybody, I hope you are staying warm, and we will see you again in a few weeks. Thanks, everybody, for being a part of the community.